welcome to Brooklyn Badass Sagittarius Tarot. It is your weekly read, babies, for the third week of March. Oh, it's, I've seen the buds on the trees. Have you seen the buds? I've seen the buds. Just a few, okay, just a few. I'm seeing the crocus. Are you getting excited about spring, babies? Unless you're on the other side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, how are you feeling about fall, babes? Are you okay? How you doing, Sagittarius? This is your weekly read, so let's do our little prayer. Thank you so much to the spirit guides and the angels and the spirit guides and the angels and the celestial beings and the saints, including our lovely patron saint. Look at her, Miss Mona Lisa Vito. She is the patron saint of automotive expertise and leather and leopard print. So this is the 4-card spread for the third week of March. Strength. I mean, it's been very dramatic the last couple of weeks, hasn't it? There we go. There's the next one. A lot of yellow here. Whoop. Oh dear. Okay. Someone feels very stuck. Very stuck. All right. So no, strength, baby. I mean, look, here's the deal. This is what I want to emphasize here is like not only the yellow of the sun. So that's like a kind of very optimistic thing. Okay. It is very exhausting, but, I like the fact that, this is all about, doing something that feels impossible, but like with complete confidence, and that you can do it with very little effort. Now it will in real life, like in the 3D, as people like to say, it will feel like a lot of effort. It might be even exhausting. You might be thinking, look, Big Kim, there's no fucking way I have got the strength to go on. But I want to emphasize, baby, that like you can fucking do it with grace and dignity and kind of looking like you're from the movie Midsummer. Okay. I mean, but the point is you can do it. Okay. So to do, okay. The 7 of Swords. Okay. I mean, this is usually about like duplicitousness, somebody stealing things from you. But I like to look at it the other way as well, that like it could be that you are like making the best of a situation and you like realize that the situation is terrible, so you're fucking off and you're taking what you can with you. It's in reverse, so let's get a clarifier on that, because I want to see which way we need to go, because it is in the to-do situation. Okay, in the position of to-do. So come on, Miss Mona Lisa Vito, talk to us, spirit guides. Okay. So they don't have reversals. That's why I turned it around. It's like one or the other, you see. Okay. So this is about, okay. Interesting. Very. Okay, so clearly this is about duplicity. I feel like there is a little bit of conflict in you, Sagittarius, going forward, okay? Because this is all about understanding. See, that's like the regular 10 of Pentacles, okay? Look at with the lovely, gorgeous dog there and everything. Calm. It's taking a long time to get there. Completely relaxed, but look at the gray. I mean, he's a little bit of a silver fox there, okay? But, it's the point is this. It's taken a long time to get there, and he's finally enjoying the fruit of his labors, okay? Now, this, on the other side, is understanding how these things work. It's having the insight after, like once you get old and looking back on things and then sharing that knowledge with other people. Okay. Look at that. I mean, these could float to the next people. Do you understand? So, and that is a very good position to be in, because you've gotten there, you've made it, and you're kind enough and you're generous enough, and people come to you and listen because they're like, oh, Sagittarius knows what they're talking about. Now, what's very interesting is, and that's good insight, okay? But I think that whether you have, and we've had the Lovers like the last 2 weeks, haven't we? Double in one of the readings. I feel like you might still be chained down. Now, this can, of course, be addiction or self-destruction and things like that. But this can also be that this very bad toxic relationship is still on your mind, baby. It's still on your mind, okay? And maybe that's what this is, okay? It's like, you were in the circus, and of course that's what fucking toxic relationships feel like, the fucking circus, and you've gone, fuck this shit, I'm out. Woo, fuck this shit, I'm out. And what you've done is you've gained the insight from this relationship. At least maybe you're not taking all of the thoughts and all of your beliefs and everything with you, but you're taking some of them. You're like, I'm going to learn from this situation, okay? And it sucks, but that's what you're going to have to do. You need to learn from your situations. You've got the insight, baby. You've got the potential here, okay? You just got to fucking allow yourself to be there, okay? Now, to release, this is the thing, baby. This is in the to release position. Now, we all know this is being left out in the cold and blah, 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 and all that. Being wounded, being a leper, all that, okay? And of course, it feels like, for some of you Sagittarians, my beautiful people out there, it feels like you have been craving a little bit of stability for a long time, some consistency, some people showing you some love and being there and meaning what they say. And, you know, of course, like if you don't get that, if people haven't modeled, you know, a calm, nice life, you don't know how to fucking get it. And then you got to feel in the dark, you know what I mean? And then, of course, that puts you in a very vulnerable position while you're learning to do all these things. And we go through periods where it's not our time. Do you understand what I mean? It's not our time. And like, this is almost like the wilderness, or like the dark night of the soul, something like that, okay? And I think it can be very difficult to move forward with the next phase of our life, or like hang on for that one last bit, because, you know, it can be very difficult for us to imagine that good things like what's on the inside of the church, you know, the warmth and community and all that kind of stuff, good wine, unless you go to my old church, it's not very good wine at all. Anyway. But you know, it can be very difficult if we see ourselves, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is in the to think about position, and this is about like stopping the movement. You know, the Eight of Wands is all about fast. It's happening fast. It's moving fast. Messages, or you're like accomplishing something fast, or whatever else. The problem is, if you feel stuck, if you still feel alone, if you can't imagine yourself like moving on to something good away from this situation, it just stops everything, baby. It really halts everything, because if you don't believe that something can happen for you, you move differently. You make different decisions. You know what I mean? You don't act like somebody who deserves all the best things in the world. So it changes like how you move. I don't want that for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's do a card just to take with us. Okay, there we go. You got two paths, baby. You got the old way of doing things, or you got the new way of doing things. And the thing is, to you, you probably feel at a real crossroads here, because the swords are both the same size, right? They're both the same. But here's the deal. You know what you want to do, and you know what decision you want to make. You just have to make sure that you feel worthy enough to go for it. That's all it is. Take off the fucking blindfold, babies. That's all you got to do. Okay? Thank you so much, baby. I'll see you next week, boy.